Hi, Josh Animo here. I'm a 3D artist working in a television, and on this channel, I will share tutorials to help you create professional broadcast style animation using Cinema 4D and After Effects. In today's tutorial, we will take inspiration from a Behance montage and build a clean, new style intro animation step by step. We will learn how to set up the text, lighting, camera moves, and final render. This tutorial is designed for both beginners and professionals, and it will be divided into clear structure sections. If you enjoy this type of tutorial, make sure you like, subscribe, so you don't miss future lessons. Alright, let's jump straight into it.
This is the interface of Cinema 4D. I'm using 2024. On the left hand side, which is the red rectangle that we can see over here, this is the tools palette over here. These are the tools that we'll be using to do our project. Not entirely all of them, but some of them. And on the top over here, this is the document tab. Because this document I've not named it, so that's why we have it as Untitled 2. And the middle section over here, this is the viewport controls toolbar. And on the far right over here, this is the icons panel. The reference that we have a cube in the middle. In the icons panel, this is the cube. We just click on it, left click, and we have it right in the middle. And we can see the small icon right beneath the cube. If you left click and hold, you cascade all the primitives. That's that, by the way. And let's bring the cube up by taking the move tool and bringing it up. We can make it a bit smaller. You click at the top, you bring it down a bit, and you drop it, the grid line, you drop it right there. The reference that we have right on the screen, you can see the cube scattered all around. So we can do something like that. We add a cloner from the icons panel. Cloner, here is it, cloner. Yes, you can click on it right there. From the attributes panel over here, we can multiply the cube all around the scene. So let's create that division. It's around 200 centimeters. We can open it up a bit like so. Open this one to a bit like so. And this is the count. This is the number of count you want. So it's 3, 1, and 3. We have 1, that's fine. So we open it up, Let's do even number. Let's have 50 by 50. We should be fine by that. So 50 by 50 is okay. And you can close it up. It's too wide for me. You can close it up just a bit. Let's bring it back a bit. I think that's okay. Let's make it 215 and make this one also 215. I think that's fine. So from here, let's add a plane on the floor. So we click and hold and click on plane. For us to solo out to see what exactly we are doing, with the plane selected, click on the solo icon from here, viewport solo, and you see only your plane in the middle. From the object properties, we can open up the width like so, and open the height as well, so as to cover the scene. That's fine. Let's click on the solo back again to bring everything back to normal, and bring the plane just a bit down here, not to entirely cover your scene. You can do that one later, but with this it's fine. And let's select our cube back. And reduce the height. We can do it in the properties, the object properties, by the y-axis. We can just drop it down a bit, and take it up. We select the cloner and take it up. I think it's too small. We can open it up a bit. Yes, like so. We select the cloner and bring it up and drop it right there. So this is what we have so far. We are getting there. And from here, let's create a cube, another cube in the middle. If you create a cube or you put anything in object and it's very far away from you, you want to just go directly to the primitive that you have, you just hit on the keyboard shortcut S, and to go close to the object that you want to snap to go closer to actually. So you bring it like so in the middle. The height is too much, we bring it down. Yes, this is what we have. So we can see in the reference that the cube is having an extrusion within the middle section. We can do that in different ways, but what I like using is the bool. So usually what I'll do is I'll clone this cube. I'll hold Control, click on the cube and drag to the top. I've made a duplicate. So I will send this one to the top, so, and click on T to bring it down, the size just down a bit, and drop it on the previous one. So this is what we have. From here, I will add a bool. So I'll come here and select the bool effect, depending on how you want to call it though. So you click on it, nothing happens. You take the top one. You actually have to be naming your primitives as you work so as to keep your works organized. But this tutorial, we're just going to go fast to get things done, so that will take a lot of time. We'll take the top one, drop it in the bool, take the down one as well, this one, and drop it into the bool as well. So boom, we have it right there. Select the top, and with the object selected, you click on the fillet like so, and you see that it's giving a bevel, nice bevel at the edge of the cube. It feels too much, it looks too much beveled, so you bring it down just a bit. I think 0.3 is okay. So you see the nice edge effect that is given to the cube that we have. So from there, we can have another cube at the top. Select the middle section, hold your control, select the cube, this, hold control and drag it to the top to make a duplicate and bring it to the top so as to maintain its right position. So from here, we make use of the scale tool, which is letter T. You click on it and you come to empty space and you drag. Yes, like so. So we have exact position as to how we wanted the cube to be, and you drag the top down too. So on this, so you hit S to fit. So on this, we will have the letter over here on top of this particular cube. So for us to go to the top view, middle button click on your viewport. We have the top view, the front view, and the right view. So I'll go to the top view like so, and I'll write a letter. In the reference we have R, so you can choose any letter that you want based on your initials of your name or something. So I'll click on the text line on the icons panel. I'll click on it like so. So by default we have text. So on the text line, I'll just write letter A like so. So from here, the font you can change to any font that you want based on your preference. So with the text selected, I'll use the move tool or letter E to bring it so in the middle. Just use your eye to fit it exactly straight to the middle. You middle button click. Here you have your 4 views, and you middle button click on the default camera here to bring it back to normal. So we'll send the letter A up a bit like so. Yes, we see it as a spline, but we have to extrude it. So what we use is extrude from the icons panel. Here again, you long press. Here you see the extrude. You click on the extrude, nothing happens. You drag and drop the text line into the extrude like so. Yes, or let's delete the extrude and do it in a different way. With the text selected, long press on this, hold Alt and click on the extrude. So with the extrude selected, we come to the offset and you drop the offset down. It's too much. Okay, I think let's make it 7.5. 7.5 is okay. There's no exact way of doing things. There are various ways of doing things that you can go around with. It's not that I do exactly 7.5, you have to also do 7.5 based on how you want it to look. It's a creative space, so you are free to do whatever you like to do. So we can see the tubes on the floor randomized, like it's not even as how we are having it. So what we can do is to add a randomize modifier. So first of all, let's solo out our clone for the floor. We can name this one floor. Just by double clicking, you can rename any object from the layers here. So we click on the solo button. With the floor selected, you click on the solo button, and this is what we have. And we select the cube beneath, and we increase the height from the size Y. You increase it like so. It's too much. Okay, let's drop it down. Let's make it 160. Okay, so from here we add randomize. So with the floor selected, you come to where the plane is, you click and hold, and you see random. This is what you're going to use to randomize the cube on the floor. You alt press and you click on the randomize. You see the effect that it has given. It has randomized the cube that we have on the floor. This is not how we wanted it. You click on the randomize and we change some of the properties. So we come to the parameter. You can see the x is on 50, 50, 50 throughout. We zero it out. We zero it out to the z as well. So right now we only have it on the y-axis. So you can drop it down close, so that some are above, some are beneath, just like so. Make it 10. So we bring back our solo and we send the floor down a bit. It's bearing out what we have. We send it down, select the ground, which is the plane, and bring that one down as well. Yeah, so this is what we have for now. Let's click on the cube, bring it here, bring it down as well. It's too much. We bring it down, close it up a bit, just like so. Bring it down, and we can open it up. We can whatever I'm doing from here, you can do it as well on the size from the attributes panel. Increase it, so you can do it here. But I like working interactive on the viewport, so based on what works for you. So from here we can add a clone to this one as well. You can add the clone to this one as well. That's fine. So we click on the cube, we come to the clone, click, press on the alt and click to have it here. 3 by default. You click on the clone. We don't want it to go all around like so. So this one, we change the mode of the cloner, we change it to linear. So we take the y to 0. You open up the x, we open up the x, and then we have it right there. Just a little bit of gap. Yes, we select the clone and we drop it down. Remember, we are not creating exactly what we are seeing. We are just using that as a guide, as an example, to create a very nice, good montage. So you bring this, so you can clone it up and randomize it on your scene as well. So you click, you drag, you can put some here. Probably you can go to the top view to do it perfectly. You middle click on the top view as well. There you have it. Put it so, hold control, drag, and put it so. Just do whatever you think is visually appealing to you. There's no limit to creativity. Middle button click on the viewport, middle button click on the perspective as well. So this is what we have so far. To give some variations as to know exactly what we are doing, let's add some color to differentiate what we have so that everything will look clumsy. So we come to the material manager over here, click on it. I'm using a V-Ray to do my probably almost all my projects. You can do the default one as well. You can come to create material, use the standard one. That's fine. You double click on it. You change the color to red, or let me use this color like so. Let me use this. Yes, you can do this as well. So we drag it on the cloner like so, just to differentiate between what we have, like to have something organized. But for me, I'll delete this and I'll go to V-Ray. So double click on the V-Ray and I change the color. Possibly something similar. Yes, and I drag it on the cloner, the box. Sorry, not that one. Drag it over here. Yes, just to give variations to what we are doing, to know exactly what we are doing. Yes. So from here, we can add the red demarcations right in the middle. We click on the cube again, click on it, bring it to the top, modify it to be a bit thinner, thinner. Okay. Yes. There you have it. You open it up on the X axis in the attribute editor, as long as you want, so that I can cover up the entire space. If you want to drag so much to have effect, hold the shift and you drag so that it will have much impact on the attribute you are giving to the size X. So this one too, we can add a cloner effect so that will not be duplicating it manually. Remember, you have to be naming your objects so as to have your scene well organized, to know what you are selecting at a point. With the cube selected, you click on the cloner, you hold Alt and you click on the cloner, and we have 3 by default. We change the mode to linear. Yes, usually on the Y axis, which is the P, the position on the Y. I'll take it down to 0. I'll open it up on the Z axis, like so. I just want it to be, let me say, 2 each. I'll do it 2, 2 each. So with the count, I'll do only 2. Yes, and I'll open it again to fit our space. The spaces that we have between the box. Just take your time to make it fit exactly to the middle of the box. With the cloner selected, you open it up. Yes, it's too much. Yes, and you drag. So this is what we have. Yes, so let me just create a quick color, clone this as well. Whether you're using the default material, you just have to hold Control, you drag. Yeah, so I can name this one red. Just double click on the name and you can rename it as red. Double click on it and change the color to red like so. So it's actually replacing the old one, which shouldn't happen. So I'll just drag the old one and drop it on the cube to have it back. And the new one created a red. Let's drop it on the new cloner we have over here. You can name it as line. So you name your objects whilst you're working. So I'll just drop the red on the line like so. Let's go to the top view and see how it's working. This is it. I think we can fit it much more better. I think this is okay. It's okay for now. So with this, we can clone this and duplicate it all around the scene, like so, like so. Let's duplicate one more time. This one, we are changing it 190 degrees. So with the rotation, just type 90, like so, and you have it right there. Something looking simple. Based on your scene, you can increase it way to the end, way to the end. So you can open it up, increase it way to the end, increase it way to the end, depending on how big your scene is. Way to the end, this one to way to the end. Our floor as well looks a bit smaller at the top, so we can open that one too as well, way to the end. Open it so, bring it to the middle, way to the end. Yes, we can drop the red color as well on the text that we have at the top. Just click, drag it on top. So this is what we have. We are not doing texturing right now. This is what we've done so far. Don't rush it. We'll continue in the part 2.